Hi, welcome to Date Night.
I'm Will.
And I'm Amy. And we've been married for 13 years. 13 long years.
Yeah, and after all those long years, we felt like we needed some adventure in our marriage.
So every couple of weeks, we send our kids out of the house to the sitter's house.
And we go upstairs to the playroom.
Yep, and we clear off the table.
And we explore a whole new world together.
Just the two of us.
And me, your best buddy and longest role-playing companion.
Yep, and Mike.
And me, your favoriteest nephew.
And our nephew.
Your favoriteest nephew.
Our favoriteest nephew, Sam.
And, of course, a mysterious force from beyond the veil, also known as your half-niece-in-law, Eva.
Yeah, and our whatever Eva is to us.
And we play
Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, so we had a long rest
You did.
where we were debating whether or not we were going to go along with her butcher plan.
And I think it would be fun to do a heist just to see what happens.
I ethically, physically cannot do the butcher plan.
Okay, so then you're on board with the heist too. Cool.
Alright, how about we get...
I'm not on board with
Okay, well, if we're not going to do the butcher thing, then we're going to have to fight her. And if we're going to have to fight her, why not do the heist to see if we don't have to fight her?
Or we can just kill her and stick the stone in her and see if that works, since I'm assuming she's like a 1,000-year-old mystic. 2 birds, 1 stone.
I think we should read the book first before we go sticking stones into people.
Well, it worked with Sator. No offense, dude.
And suddenly you're anti-sticking stones in people.
Alright, but she's a bad guy, right? I don't know, I can't...
Yeah, that's not a guy, she's a girl.
That could make it work.
Alright, even worse.
She's a lady.
Okay, so here's my proposition. We, I surprise her with my poison bee stinger
Surprise!
javelin
I
thing.
stabbed you. Happy birthday.
I stab her with one. I stab her with one. If that doesn't work, I stab her with the other one.
Have you seen Thor Ragnarok yet?
No.
Oh.
Okay. Let's talk about Thor Ragnarok. Hey everyone, welcome to our Thor fan cast. I really liked
It was related.
when he had a hammer and he hit things with his hammer.
He hammered in the morning, and they hammered in the evening.
Can we go back to planning our...
The dice say no.
Can we go back to planning our Ocean's
I
4
can't
style
help you
heist?
plan, so I'm just gonna doodle.
Hashtag, most of us are not drinking.
Okay.
I'm not drinking right now. I don't have a glass in my hand.
Okay.
Hashtag, one of us is in denial.
Eva has actually tried for once being the one to move things along, but it's not going well for her.
Alright, how about this? No! I'll tell Mr. Spindlefoot to go eat the butcher. No, the butler.
Eat him.
What?
I don't know, he's a troll, he likes eating things.
Okay.
I mean,
He eats the butler.
We don't like cannibals. We don't like
He's a
necromancers.
troll. He's
Okay.
not a cannibal.
We're not talking about him. We're talking about the butcher. But I don't feel like going out of our way to find this butcher guy and
We're
kill
not-
him,
we're not.
especially if he's really powerful. We're going to have to fight a powerful person either way. So why not just cut to the chase, try to paralyze her, and do we want to kill her while she's down or just take the book and go?
I'm
She's gonna come chase us down. So
I'm a big fan of that particular plan.
Paralyze her and kill her while she's paralyzed. Are we all on board?
Alright, but we should have Spindlefoot go kill the butler and any other meat creatures that he sees. So
mean, we can
they don't
have-
attack us.
We can have Spindlefoot help us.
Yeah, but he
whatever
can't do it
he's doing.
preemptively because then she'll be expecting our attack.
Alright, well, we're going to do it right now, right? So,
what if we ask her what her deal is with growing blighted crops?
What if we just killed her
I
and
feel
took the
like there
book?
are answers that we need to know before we do something. So
right, but it's in the book.
Freaky meat golem making
But she might
necromancer
have a
lady.
reason. She's old.
Alright, how about
magical.
this? How about this? We take her bones. If we meet a necromancer, we can ask her some questions, right?
What is wrong with
I don't
you?
think I'm on board for that particular plan.
Not her whole bones, but maybe like a hand or something. I don't
Any
know.
of her
That
bones.
was not
That's
the
a
problem with that plan.
I mean, couldn't fit a whole body in my pack.
That was not the problem with the plan. Okay. We can ask her some questions before we sneak attack her. Are you happy? Yeah. She's in. Let's go.
Is the most confidence-inspiring answer.
All right.
Are we all in agreement?
We're all probably gonna die, but let's do this anyways.
You can't kill all the characters.
Sure you can.
Have you met our...
He wouldn't. He wouldn't dare.
Yes, he would.
He's a cruel and aloof god.
I've been married to him for 13 years.
Anyway.
I knocked on the door.
Butler opens the door.
All right. Hello, Mr. Butler. Hey, quick question for you. There's a big pile of trash over there, and I point towards the pile of trash, and I was like, I heard your main lady, I heard her saying that she was going to be very, very upset if that wasn't cleaned up in the next hour and a half or so. So, by high noon, she said, so...
Roll a deception check.
This thing can't have a good intelligence, right?
He's a zombie.
More cognizant than the other one.
6.
Sorry, he thinks he's funny. Can you just tell Auntie Marmalade we want to see her?
He nods.
I love that caught on.
Closes the door.
I don't remember.
Right in your face.
Marlane.
She comes back and opens the door. Sorry, he's a little rude. We're working on it. Yes, have you come to a decision? Are you going to go and bring the butcher back here for me to speak to?
Why don't we go inside first and chat about it?
Yeah, we had a few questions for you, just for some more details.
Okay. Roll a,
That's not a deception check.
perception
That is
check.
true.
No, a perception.
Oh.
Roll a persuasion.
If you're like, she heard you planning this the whole time, I'm going to be upset.
6.
But I just spun it and I got a 20.
3.
Oh my goodness.
You don't know, like, this room is all new to you. Have you been here before? The chairs are over there, dears.
Oh.
Can I roll an investigation check?
For what?
To see if anything is different.
But you have
just
no
did.
reason to do that if nothing caught your perception.
Okay.
Nice try, though. Okay, so what did we want to ask her?
How come you're growing a field of crops that are blighted if you're into... Actually, no. I don't
Forget
wanna
I
know
asked that question.
why did you leave the temples?
Well, there was no more stone of agelessness there, so
You
I
look
didn't
pretty good.
want to live. Well, that's sort of my own doing, I suppose, but I would have been fairly long-lived anyway. But I
Why?
couldn't see putting service to a place that had no power to even protect itself.
What about the first temple? They said that you used to be there. How come you're not... Or was that about the first temple?
I was at the first temple, yes, and the stone was stolen from the third temple, which was supposedly our betters.
So now what are
Didn't
you
seem
doing
that
with
way.
all these meat constructs and stuff? Sorry, I'm just trying to understand you.
There's a lot of unrest on our island now, and I sort of believe in taking measures to protect myself against what's going on. And this is the way that I know how to accomplish that.
If you were alive when the stone was taken, do you know anything about the person who took it?
Yes.
Do you want to share?
Can you tell us, please?
Roll persuasion, whoever. I guess Eva asked that.
We all go in a row and ask the same question.
8. Wait, okay, so I have a -2 to persuasion, but I'm also proficient in it.
Well, that
Just cancels out.
Yeah, that'll cancel out.
Okay, 10.
Okay. She came a few hundred years ago, and She took the stone because she wanted to be able to travel the entirety of the world. She said the lifetime wasn't enough to live it. She actually came and prayed at our temple before she went to the Temple of the Third Land. When she came back down, we didn't know she had the stone until she was almost gone. And then we sort of got word from the other monks at the Third Temple.
What was she like? Like, what species was she? What?
She was an elf lady, very striking.
All right.
Striking how?
She was very beautiful.
Could you tell me her name?
I don't know her name.
Do you know where she is now?
She said she was going to go everywhere, really.
That seems kind of selfish.
Then she exploded. I'm sorry.
So I really couldn't say where she's gone off to, but I imagine there are probably stories about her everywhere.
Were there any, defining elements about her? I know she's beautiful, but,
Like a weird
did she
scar?
have a mole?
No.
She was very beautiful, except for that weird scar and giant mole sticking in her. Sorry.
Did she have a name tag on her shirt?
No.
Hi.
I mean, elves sort of all have that kind of otherworldly grace about them, I suppose, but hers...
Oh, so they all look alike?
Well, yes, just like dwarves.
Wow.
What race is Marlane?
Roll an investigation check.
Nat 20.
16 plus 8. 4. I mean,
Okay.
24.
20.
That's a lot of really good rolls.
Why do we always get the really good rolls on the inconsequential stuff? Who cares what
So
race she is?
she's putting on a ruse here. She's attempting to appear human, but with those rolls and that investigation, you have sort of seen through that at this point. And she says, "Oh, I see. This talk of race has got you thinking a little bit? Fine, let's drop pretenses," she says. And she transforms...
I dropped my pants.
Do you drop your pants or do you drop your chaps?
Roll a persuasion check.
That's a 21!
I got a 19 plus
Wait,
something.
did you drop your chaps and your pants or just the...
The khakis.
Somehow the chaps are still on?
Yeah.
That's like a...
Well, he's the king of magic. That's also a 21. She just kind of looks...
Willpower.
steady, she says. Steady.
She's very tempted, but manages to keep it together.
So she...
Sam now has advantage on all rolls.
she transforms from her visage here of the kind of handsome-looking old woman with the long blonde hair into a very haggish-looking, very large, like a size larger than she was here, bulky creature with like moss and mold and things all sort of growing on her.
So
What?
she's like a...
What is she?
She's here. And she says, "Well, now you know
Oh,
the
no.
real face of Auntie Meatmaker, don't ye? I like how your pants fell down there.
Kill it with fire. Kill it.
I hate all of this.
But... So this is what I truly look like."
She a furlong.
I wish... Can her voice go back, please?
No, I'm into it.
Nobody asked you.
You can roll a nature check.
10.
She's not a furbolg.
Does she remind me of
You got a
anything?
nat 20.
That made her drop her illusion, yeah.
Can we re-roll? Can we
Can I
roll
roll
that
to
again?
see if I
You
know
can
where
roll
she is?
investigate or nature checks.
Divine sense.
No, I do not know.
17.
Yes, divine sense pings.
Yeah. But like,
It's a hag,
Okay.
a supernatural fey creature of some sort.
She's a fairy.
freaking fairies.
Is that... Okay, I guess I don't know what she is, so...
She's a freaking fairy.
Now, are you going to go get my ex-husband or not?
You didn't mention that. Can't you guys, like, go to Judge Judy or something?
Who is this Judy who dispenses pure justice that you speak of?
That's about it. Pure justice. You know, she might be able to settle things for you better than just, killing your ex.
So she could kill him and I could give her the book.
No, I'm just saying, I don't know if you want to burn any bridges, like there could still be something there.
We burned a bridge once.
We could go...
Thank you.
No, I don't think I'm going to have any sort of reconciliation. We had something once, sure, but that all ended when the humans and dwarves left our kingdom and we no longer had any profitable business. You know that the number one stressor on relationships is finances, right?
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, so now I know more about her personal life.
Why'd you guys...
I'm
Why didn't you guys try and work it out?
We tried, but we had differences of opinions. You see, a long time ago, have you noticed my graveyard outside? Not for the corpses, but the metal graveyard.
I have, actually.
A long time ago, we had a very successful show that we would put on in our theater outside, and the dwarves and humans would come and watch our robots sort of do their dances, and they didn't know that on the inside of those, though, of course, were our creations. Anyway,
Okay.
when we stopped sort of selling admissions to the theater, Moochie, my ex, sort of got out of the business of animating the dead and more into the business of getting rid of them. He had some sort of, I don't know, new conscience about him or something, some newfound morality that brought him back to his days of monkdom. And of course, we couldn't work it out.
It's some Five Nights at Freddy's stuff going on.
Can I ask could you put on a show for us now?
A show?
She needs corpses for the show. Do you really want her animating
I'm
more things?
asking.
She has a ton of corpses.
I'm asking if they already have corpses in them and will attack us.
What if we helped you put on a show?
No, we're not.
Mike does not like that idea.
No, we're not doing this. We're not doing the
If you could...
ragtag group of adventurers saves the rec center.
You could just throw out this quest module and we could go with that if you want.
We could rebuild your theatre.
No, shut up.
Musical theatre.
There's just no... You see, orcs and goblins and all of them, they're just not interested in good theatre.
I just meant, like, do they still work?
Well, I mean, sure, to some extent, but you've seen my sort of, how shall I... My servants are not the most agile or able. You see... What I crafted was more of the stage crew, I suppose you could call them, and as much as I hate to admit it, the talent for this sort of thing was not as much mine as it was Moochie's.
I'm sure you were great.
See, I'm a tinkerer. Maybe we could work with some of like clockwork people.
I've noticed you're a tinkerer.
Can I, I'm gonna kind of look around and try and... Okay. I'm trying so hard.
module's broken now.
Okay.
Is there any other... We don't really... No offense, and I'm sorry that you and your ex-husband have your differences, but is there any other way that we can help you other than killing or causing the death of things?
You don't have to... I guess she's putting her airs back on a little bit, and she tries to look more docile, but you can still see through it if you kind of choose. And she says, I haven't really... you don't need to kill anybody. You just sort of need to bring him back.
But that's like a big waste of time. Just, you know.
Can I ask if hags have any kind of weakness?
Like, do you...
Like,
You have to ask if you know that.
Would I know that?
Roll a history check.
Yeah, history or nature, whichever you're better at.
15.
19.
They like making deals. Like they said, to be wary of deals that you make, but they really enjoy making a bargain.
Like at Big Lots?
No, like a ragtag group trying to save the theater.
Okay. I guess. Do we want to do this? It's been quiet for so long. Do we want to do this?
Let's save the theater.
No! That's not on the table!
God. Alright, I'll help this out. I'm gonna hit her with Divine Smite.
Okay.
God's sake.
No, wait, I was gonna go first.
12.
Okay.
Alright.
Wait, no, I was gonna... We had a plan! What are you doing?
Because the plan devolved into the ragtag team of
No, I
young
still had a
theater
plan!
rebuilders.
Okay, that's a miss.
Alright.
And she stands up, and we're going to roll
Wait,
initiative.
can I do a surprise round because Mike ruined my plan?
You were as surprised
I surprised
as
you.
Was.
I'm
It's
angry.
well established that you were
18.
surprised.
18. His dex is higher.
13.
16.
I go last because that's how I kind of want it to go.
What is it again?
18 and 18.
I am irate.
You had 16, Aaron?
Yes.
And then 13.
That means you can rage.
Yeah. Well.
You're irate.
Yeah.
A synonym for that is rage.
Yeah, I
I have
know.
all
But
these
I am
on
irate.
different
I don't know if Aaron... She probably
pages,
also
so-
is because she actually tried.
Okay. Grease Wizard.
Alright.
Keep in mind this is a very small room, so any ranged attacks are going to potentially give you difficulty.
Okay.
And splash damage.
Is,
That's you.
yeah.
Oh.
Hags.
Who's this Grease
Do they have
wizard?
to, like, channel magic through something?
No, they're definitely innately magical.
Okay. I'm not doing that. I'm going to cast... Grease.
Okay?
Thanks.
Well, she might fall prone.
So might we.
Oh, that's right. We'll all be affected by that.
Pretty much a lot of you probably will be.
Okay. And I'm not going to do that. I guess just a chromatic orb of... acid.
Okay, you'll be at disadvantage on your attack roll, but you can do that.
Okay.
Why is he at disadvantage?
Because it's a ranged attack.
I'm not going to do
Within-
a 3.
No. It wouldn't matter. So, Dern, it's back to you. You still have the smite active on your hand.
Okay. Bonus action, which is going to be Shield of Faith. And I'm going to cast that on Grease Wizard. It bumps his AC up by 2.
Okay. You have +2 temporary AC. And then your action.
Your
Hit her with
pencil
the
is
hammer.
really ironic now, Sam.
Nat 20.
Okay. Roll your weapon damage twice.
5, 8,
So that's
And then-
13 plus 4.
Correct.
So that's 17 weapon damage.
And then 2d8 for the Divine Smite. 3.
Well, she had 862
7.
health, but now she's got 3.
So it's another 10. And then it's radiant damage. I don't know if that means anything.
Okay. That knocks her. You can tell she's very surprised after that hit, and she says, "Huh." Aaron, it's your turn.
So, when you say that knocks her, do you mean like literally?
She doesn't get knocked prone, but she does get knocked back a bit.
Okay, well, I'm gonna attack her with my original plan. I'm not with my poison javelin, and
Okay.
except I'm gonna use it as like a sword or something.
Yeah,
I'm
you can
spear.
use it as a sword or spear.
Spear, yeah, spear's the one I'm looking for.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what I roll for that.
Plus your strength modifier and your proficiency bonus. I think you're proficient with spears. What's that?
1.
Okay. Roll a dex check, I guess. Three.
Why is this happening to
Plus
me?
1, 4.
You knocked the poison thing into the couch, and
At least
you
I didn't hit
you
myself.
have poisoned the couch.
You at least have one
You've
more.
lost your poison charge on there, but other than that's it.
I still have another
The
one.
little meat servant man in the butler suit walks into the room and starts to run in your direction, but it's Kira's turn, and he will act soon.
I'm going to stab her with my short swords in solidarity. Nope. Nope. 1.
Crit fail also?
This is good.
Yeah.
All right,
Roll a dex check.
roll dex.
14.
Just a miss. Okay, little meat buddy comes running in.
Or stomping.
The one with the handsome face.
Yes.
Yes.
Can I ask if it was like
Was it Sir
if it was
Peaches?
like a movie, like what actor would the head be played by?
Gerard Butler, I think.
Ooh.
He's
and
getting
he's
old.
actually a butler.
No, he's getting
So-
distinguished.
All right,
It's not really my type.
Aaron Gerard, the Meat Man Butler, which is a great
Jerry
wrestling
Butler.
name.
Gerard, the meat man butler.
Oh yeah. Pulls back with his silver serving tray and makes an attack against you.
What a good weapon.
That's an 11 against your AC.
Nope.
All right, then Auntie Meatmaker is up. She's going to cast a Hex on Dern. I need you to make a Wisdom save.
5.
Okay. Bless you. You take 4 necrotic damage, and you are at disadvantage on attacks right now.
Okay.
At the same time, that was her bonus action, she's going to attempt to imbue the gnome with despair. So I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
My pants are still down. Can I have advantage?
No. You're extra vulnerable to despair right now.
17.
You're fine. You do take 2 psychic damage, but you're not incapacitated or anything. Alright, and it is back to Grease Wizard.
I'm gonna call out for Spindlefoot.
Okay,
I'm just gonna scream for Spindlefoot.
okay.
And, I will try another chromatic orb.
Okie doke.
16?
You've got to be at
Oh.
disadvantage.
16.
No. The chromatic orb sails wide, or she kind of steps out of the way a little bit. Dern?
Channel Divinity Conquering Presence. She needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
I don't think that's going to do it. That's a 9.
Nope.
What happens?
She is feared until the end of my next turn.
Okay. So she's going to... Does that mean she has to run?
I think it just means she's incapacitated. Hang on. On a failed save, creature becomes frightened of you for 1 minute. The frightened creature can repeat this saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on the success.
Okay. She is frightened right now. And after that hit that you had last time, maybe that's not surprising. Okay. Is that your action?
No, that's a... I thought it was a bonus action. Hang on, I'm trying to confirm that.
I think Channel Divinity might be an action, but I'm not sure.
So these are the kind of details I wish they had in spell cards.
Yeah. Channel Divinity as an action.
Okay.
At least Sacred Weapon and Turn Unholy say as an action.
Okay.
Okay, Aaron, it's your turn. You just had the little meat buddy attack you with the tray, and the Auntie Meat Maker is still kind of nearby.
Okay, I'm going to rage.
Okay.
So...
Now she'll be at disadvantage, although she's frightened too, so she's already at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Double disadvantage.
But I get an advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Melee attacks get +2 damage, and I'm resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. And also, my ancestral guardian shows up.
All right.
So, it is a human man, and I don't recognize him, so I can't tell you much about him.
Okay.
So I...
Hey, it's me, Albagula.
No!
I just died.
So having gone into rage, I'm going to attack with my other poison javelin as a spear.
Okay.
Again. Come on. And it fell off the board. 20! Nat 20!
Okay. Roll your weapon damage twice, first of all.
That would be this one.
Without your modifiers.
7, 10,
Total?
and then
10 total or
7 plus 10.
7 plus 10 plus my modifier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Isn't that 4?
yeah, 4.
So 21.
21.
And then we have to
And poison.
reconcile the poison.
It says DC 11, paralyzed until they succeed.
Okay, she's not paralyzed.
Dang it! Why do I even try?
She rolled
Because you made her real good.
I did hit her very good.
12 plus, depending, I guess, Constitution 15.
12? Oh, so close.
Okay, but you dealt, wait, your weapon damage on a short sword isn't a D10, though. Or a spear. That's an axe
Oh, you're
damage.
right. I don't have... The thing is, I don't have a spear. So, I did use my axe damage.
Spear is a 1d...
Do you want me to redo it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. If she's two-handing it, it's a 1d8.
Yep.
Which one is that?
So you can still roll that
Okay.
twice and add your 4.
4, 4,
So 12.
12.
That's still pretty impressive. Okay. Kira.
Short swords.
Add whom?
Maggie.
Okay.
Sorry, that's a reference to Legend, because there's a hag in that. 10 and 22.
22 hits.
1, and then my Colossus Sprayer.
Slayer.
2.
Yeah, you can't have 1. You add your deck. Oh, not on your offhand.
Correct.
Okay. So 3 damage total?
Yeah.
Okay. You cut a slice out of the Auntie Meat Maker. Meat Buddy is going to take a swing.
TM.
Oh, that's 19
Yeah, that
against
hits.
Stacy. And he deals 5 bludgeoning damage, but you're resistant to that, so you take...
I take
2.
half of that. Okay, so I round down.
Yeah. Okay, you start to hear a struggle outside. Okay, Auntie Meatmaker has to do what on her to try and be unfeared?
Another wisdom saving throw.
No, that's not going to happen. So she's still feared. She can't move any closer to you or anything.
And she has
disadvantage. Okay. She tries to insult Aaron.
Okay.
She says, "You're as ugly as your ancestor. Please make a wisdom save."
8.
Okay. You will take 2 psychic damage, and you are at disadvantage on your next attack. Then she looks at Kira and tries to slash at you with her dragon cane. And that's a 6. And disadvantage. That would have been a crit. But so she misses.
Hag.
Yes, that's me. Grease Wizard, it's your turn.
I'm going to reckless cast a first level spell.
Okay.
Well, my spells aren't doing very well in here, in tight space, so let's see. 3?
You get to roll twice and pick
Yeah.
the one you want.
Or 3.
Both 3, so...
I'm
pick
going to
between
do
3 or 3.
color spray.
Okay. I kind of know what that does.
That it just put...
She'll be at disadvantage if she doesn't make a save, I think. But we could look it up. I think what that does is it blinds her if it succeeds.
That sounds about right.
Because Kalman casts that. But I think I've only done it once. Color spray. Roll. Oh no, you have to roll 6d10 to see if you get to enough hit points for it to blind them, and it starts with the lowest level hit point creature in range.
Okay.
And that's how many creatures it
4,
blinds.
5, 6, 1, 3,
One more.
6.
25. You have blinded Meat Buddy, but not...
Thank goodness.
not
Well, she's
Auntie.
already at disadvantage because of the frightened
Yeah, but
status.
did
So
you-
now we've got frightened
Both.
status on both of them. So this is actually good.
Dern. You are... Have you undone your hex? At any point?
No.
Okay. She's... Yeah, so you're still at disadvantage.
Okay. How do I undo the hex?
I don't know if you have Dispel Magic or anything like
No,
that.
I don't have anything like that.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, actually, you're supposed to take 1 damage at the start of this turn.
I'm going to try a Divine Smite again. Well, no, because I'm at disadvantage. But my other spell... You know what? I'm going to use my last slot to do another Shield of Faith on Arn.
Okay. Your AC goes up by 2. Alright.
Thank you. For how long?
To the end of the fight's 10 minutes.
Okay.
Unless the fight's just
And it's
really long.
your turn, Aaron.
I guess I'll attack, what's her name with my axe, since nothing else is really working.
Okay.
I don't really have a better plan. 20.
Yep.
Okay. But I do get to do a d12 on this one.
Yeah.
7.
Plus 4 plus 2, right? Because you're raging.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So 9.
13.
No, 9, because I rolled a 3.
Oh, the 7 was...
total.
The 7 was plus 4.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So 9 total.
Correct.
Good. Put a good chunk into her again. Kira.
Ensnaring Strike
Okay.
and Short Swords.
Okay.
5. Well, 9. And then 19.
You're also at... I don't know. Are you at advantage? No, that's if they're blinded. So that would be on Meat Buddy.
Yeah.
But your offhand hits.
Okay. So she is now ensnared in thorns, And
She's got all the status effects.
does she also take the piercing damage now?
I think at the start of her turn she does.
Okay, at the start of her turn then. Okay, 6 on that plus nothing. But then my Colossus Slayer, 3.
Okay. As you come down with the offhand strike and slice across her shoulder, these vines start... She had, like, vines on her roof and things like that, and they start coming down and wrapping around her. Little meat guy is going to try to swing an Arin at disadvantage, and he misses. And
Oh
now,
yeah, I forgot. Everyone has disadvantage.
I think it's just the first turn, though.
That's true. But did you do disadvantage for that? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but she was already at disadvantage. But
So it didn't really-
I gave him disadvantage on his attack last time. Auntie Meatmaker takes her turn. She's got to take how much damage for ensnaring
1d6.
strike? Okay, she takes 2 damage as the thorns buckle into her, and she takes her action on this turn to dispel the effects on her. So she is, well, yeah, she still would have been feared. But that's her turn, but from through the doorway you see a really, really large figure enter the door.
Please be
Wouldn't
Spindlefoot.
happen to be a troll, would it?
No. It is a huge meat construct. One of his arms is torn off.
This is what I was worried about.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to Date Night. I'm Will, your friendly neighborhood game mom, reminding you to never miss out on a chance at free dice. I also wanted to tell you that we've reached 10,000 downloads, and as a thank you to our listeners, we're having a contest. Entering the contest is super easy. All you have to do is go to our Twitter page at Date Night Podcast. Once you're there, follow us, retweet the pinned tweet, it's the one about the giveaway, and tag 2 friends. That's it. You'll have a chance to be Scrooge McDucking it in dice, as the grand prize winner will receive a bag of holding with 140 whiz dice. We may also unlock some other prizes based on some stretch goals. You can check out the news tab at datenightpodcast.com for all the details, links to the prizes, and a list of all the stretch goals that may unlock. In the meantime, keep listening and sharing. Winners will be announced during the mid-roll of episode 25.
My turn.
Yep.
I'm gonna scream out for Spindlefoot again.
Okay.
That's your action. Congratulations.
And I'm gonna reckless cast a level 2 spell.
Okay.
And the rest of us are scared yet again.
3. 6. So, enlarge or reduce or levitate. I'm gonna cast reduce on the meat construct.
Alright, let's see what that does.
It makes it smaller.
Oh,
I think it shrinks it by 1.
it goes,
Up or down by 1 level.
gets moved to the lowest common denominator, I think is what it means. Reduce.
Math joke.
Where is reduce?
It might be under enlarge/reduce.
Oh, okay. You sure you don't want to enlarge them?
No!
He breaks the house.
Tangle. And snare.
It's
and
enlarge.
large. Target's dimension is halved in all dimensions. Dimensions are halved. It has disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Damage. Weapons deal 1d4 less damage. Sam, roll 4d6.
5, 2, 4, 2.
Okay. Darren,
I'm gonna hit Meat Boy.
which one?
The Gerard Butler.
Butler? Okay.
Gerard's a butler meat man.
You're at
our favorite
advantage
friend.
because he's blinded.
Right. That's why I picked him.
Okay.
going to be either 13 or...
13 hits. So,
okay. Well, the other one's much higher, but yeah.
Okay.
Either way, it hits. 2, 6.
Okay. He smashes, he's knocking backwards a little bit with that, but he's still on his feet. He's unsure on his feet. Aaron, it's your turn. There's a lot going on right now. The auntie is ensnared. Well, she was ensnared, I guess. She used her action to get rid of some of those effects last time. She's been bloodied pretty good. The meat buddy is reeling backwards after Dern smashed him with the hammer, and a giant meat construct came in and then shrunk to about half size.
Are we on drugs?
This is some Alice in Wonderland. I guess I'm gonna attack her, and maybe if she dies, then the rest of this will all go away.
That's what I'm hoping.
That's the hope.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna attack her with my axe. 17.
Hits.
Okay. I always forget which dice is which. There's too many. That's a 9 plus 6, so 15.
Okay. Kira.
Short sword.
Burn the
at
witch!
The witch hag lady.
Okay.
$17
Yep.
and 20. Not net.
Okay.
Not net.
Burn the witch.
9, 8, 3.
Okay, she drops to the ground.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Meat Buddy is
No.
not dropping to the ground.
Time to
So you
pull
have
out
to-
that A1 that you carry on you at all times.
Some people call that Meat Buddy.
Hashtag not sponsored. I just
I gotta
really love
see,
A1.
what does he have to do to try and not be blinded? Does he get to try and save at the start of his turns, I would guess? When all the spell casting starts happening, everything slows down.
I'm sorry.
That's how it is. Color spray.
Google's pretty fast, you know.
No, we like it old school.
Oh, it only lasts one round. Okay.
It's an awful lot of rolling for a one-round spell.
Yeah. So he's attacking Arn still.
Cool.
So 13.
That matches my armor class.
Wait,
No,
oh,
no,
plus
you
two.
got
Two.
plus
Plus
2.
two.
That does not match
All right,
my
it bounces
My
off
spell did
this
something.
otherworldly shield that's around you and knocks back.
Excuse me, it's her faith.
Okay.
Sure.
The big meat construct guy with one arm walks into the room and is going to target
Should we worry about where the other arm is?
Aaron.
I'm more worried about where Spindlefoot went.
He'll be okay.
Or not. We really don't care.
Okay, he's my cousin.
It's just your cousin.
So he rushes into you at kind of a shuffling, stumbling run and tries to bump into you. That's a crit. So this was a really masterful running and stumbling thing. He does 1d4 less damage because he's shrunk. 11 minus 3, that's 8. You take half of that because it's bludgeoning.
Okay.
That's 4 damage. And then with his arm, he takes a swing at Grease Wizard. And that's a 9.
Nope.
Okay. Grease Wizard.
Reckless casting has been working well. I'm going to use my other second level spell. And Reckless cast. It has been 7, 5. Melf's acid arrow or invisibility? Can I see the book?
Sure.
It's not like you've got a bunch of spells or anything.
Yeah, but they're mostly like ranged, so
Yeah, acid arrow sounds like a ranged attack.
yeah.
But I killed Maggie, Marlene, Maybelline.
Marmalade. Marmalade meat maker.
To be fair, I hit her really hard at the beginning of that, then I was useless for the rest of the fight.
To be fair, I did not finish her off.
To be fair, you guys didn't even try my plan.
Wasn't me.
To be fair, we're on a new plan now.
To be fair, I think
It
we
could
said
have
this
been-
too much.
It could have been over already, is all I'm saying. You'll pay for this.
Yeah, okay.
I'm pretty sure the amount of mercy that I've been showing up to that point was probably starting to stretch my paladin oath. I'm pretty
I'm
sure
gonna-
I had to
But you
attack
could
her.
have...
I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself and go grab the book.
Okay.
So when you die, it'll be on your corpse.
It is not. It's not on the shelf where it was before.
Gosh darn it!
That's what I was having you guys roll to see if you noticed before, but you definitely notice it now when you go to the shelf to try to grab it.
Okay.
Is it...
But I'm invisible.
You are invisible. Okay, Dern. Everybody's still in a close quarters scuffle.
tiny
right
little
now.
hut with two meat people.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna try to finish off Gerard
Okay.
Poor Jerry.
Butler, or whatever his name is. It's 15, 19, 20.
Hit.
We're just gonna say that one hit. And 6 again.
Okay. Resounding thud against his furry left arm. And the big... Oh, no. It's Arn's turn.
Okay. So we've got...
Get
Who left?
the Gerard Butler guy and the once really big, now still sort of big meat construct.
Okay, I'll attack the once really big, now sort of big meat construct with my axe.
Make sure that's the name you put down in your initiative sheet.
Yeah, it's all written there.
19 plus 6.
Yes. That's a definite hit.
7 plus... Am I still raging?
Yes.
Okay. So 7 plus 6 is 13.
Okay, you notice that he takes that damage and doesn't look like he cared that much.
Great.
Kira.
Does someone want to find the book so we can get out of here?
I think Weeman's trying.
How close am I? Closer to one or the other?
It's a hut.
You're pretty close to both of them. Because the meat construct ran into the room and knocked into Arn where you guys were meleeing.
Okay, then I'll attack him.
Okay.
Little big guy, big little guy.
Little big plant, man.
Short swords, obviously. Okay, 10?
Hits.
Really?
Yeah.
12.
Hits.
He's
Whoa.
a giant
7,
meat person.
5, 8.
Plus
2. So
10.
9, 5, and 8.
10 plus 22.
Yes.
Sure.
Sounds right.
The giant slayer doesn't come into that, does it?
That was the Colossus Slayer, was the third die.
Okay.
So again, he sort of eats up that damage, and little meat buddy swings his tray back again, and he's been knocked back quite a bit, so I'm going to retarget Dern. That's a 22.
It's from his friggin' meat tray?
Yep.
Okay, that hits.
3 damage as he
I guess-
clocks you across the head with it.
Kong.
The big meat construct guy takes a wild swing again. This time, even though you're invisible, he's trying to attack you.
So he's flailing.
Basically swinging where you are, so he's going to be at disadvantage. And and misses, because that's a 2 plus something. So he misses with his arm, and then he tries to stumble into somebody again and just pound into them linebacker style, and that's at Arn.
Again.
And that's a 16.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, even with
That
the
Plus
plus
two.
two.
just
17, 15.
beats it.
Alright. So that's 10 minus 3. So 4. 11 damage, but you take half that. It's
So,
bludgeoning.
Round down. Or
5.
I don't think I've ever... Oh, I have gotten
What are you
Never
at?
mind.
What's your hit points at?
I'm at 17.
Okay.
Okay, Grease Wizard.
Would it be better for me to keep looking for the book?
Yes.
Yeah, because most of your spells are going to be at disadvantage in here.
Okay, I'm gonna keep. What do I do to keep looking for to see if I can figure out where?
Roll investigation, I guess.
8.
Nope.
Nope.
Is that my action?
Yeah.
Okay.
Searching for the book, sure. Dern.
I'm going to keep wailing on Gerard Butler over here.
Okay.
That was a good sentence.
That hits.
Yeah, I'm just not even going to try to save that one. I'm just going to move on with that. 7 plus 11.
Okay, Meat Buddy goes crashing to the ground and his serving tray goes flying.
That's what you get!
Aaron.
Okay.
He hit me in the head with a serving tray. I have to taunt him a little bit after he dies.
After he dies.
After he dies.
He was already dead, to be fair.
After he dies again.
Okay, I guess I'll just go after the other guy with my axe.
Okay.
10?
That hits.
Yay! What?
Yay! Because again, I see like the 7 foot
11.
tall orc barbarian when she realizes her axe is hit. Yeah.
Looking surprised that her axe hit and then
And
going,
he takes
yay!
he takes half of that, so. Okay, Kira.
Short swords. 14. 15, obviously. 5, 2, 2, plus 2. So
11.
Yeah.
And he takes half that.
Why is he taking half?
Okay, the meat construct
Cool!
is back up again. And he tries to stomp into Arn. And that's a crit.
Stop rolling dice.
That's 21 points of damage
Ugh.
as he crashes into you.
You had 17, now you're at -3.
But he
just
crashes
got
into her, so she
4.
takes half damage, right?
That's true, you take half.
Oh.
It's bludgeoning.
Ah!
So you take 11?
10.
I forgot. 10? It
21,
was
21 rounded
10.
down is 10, yeah.
10.
Okay,
10
so I'm
damage.
not at negative health points.
But he also swings on his second attack.
At me because you want to take me out personally.
You've never been down before.
Yes,
It's
I
your turn.
have. I was at -3 one time.
Yeah, that's true. In the very first fight, or one of the first fights, that's minus a d4, which happened to be 4 that time. So that's 10. So you take 5.
And I'm
No, you're at-
No, I'm still good.
Yes!
I'm at 2 health points though, so I might not be good for very long.
Grease Wizard.
I'm gonna search her body for anything.
My?
The hag's
No.
body. For anything that might be
You're not
helpful.
unconscious
Book.
yet.
Okay, roll the investigation.
If you
check.
searched your body, we'd call that groping.
13.
Oh no.
You find the book.
Yay!
I whistle like that.
Yes, our established
Is
signal.
that a bird in here?
Darn, it's your turn.
I want to hit the bird with
Swing
my
at the
hammer.
bird. Swing at the bird.
Okay. I'm going to lay on hands for all 15 points for Aaron.
Okay.
Because she's been pretty much the
Tank at this
biggest
point.
contributor.
All right.
Yay! Okay, so
Yes.
plus 15?
That's your action, I think.
Yes.
Okay. Aaron.
Thank you. I won't waste this opportunity.
You
I'm
better
gonna
not last.
hit the thing really hard with my axe.
While they're all they're all doing the turn, can I be like reading the book, seeing if there's anything helpful in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or do you have Elvish? Okay. It's marked as Elvish, so you can't read it right now.
It was a good thought, though.
What do you have?
Give him your short swords.
18
and
plus
then
6.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit.
Break his legs
9.
Okay.
Break his other
He
arm
takes
off.
4.
I did find
She's
out I could
taking
read
half
dwarfish.
damage on everything,
Why?
and that's making this really
I
annoying.
did find out I could read
Kira.
dwarfish.
Why?
He's resistant to physical attacks.
Okay.
Just like Aaron.
Ensnaring strike. With my short swords.
I really wish I had a spell slot left.
12.
Yeah.
Maybe Sam can jump back in.
5.
12 hits.
5 and 3.
Okay.
I wish I
Is
had
there anything added to that?
That's with that.
So 8 damage.
8. So he takes 4.
I wish I had
And
any
he's
magic
ensnared,
items.
and he can try to escape with his action at the start of his turn, which is now, right? So he takes 1d6.
Yes.
Well, why don't you roll it? I rolled a 1 anyway.
2.
Okay, he takes full damage of that. And he tries to use his action to break out of the vines. That's, he would have been at disadvantage on strength saves for being small, but he was at advantage on strength saves, so 21. So I guess that's above your spell cast. So he busts out of the vines, and it's back to Grease Wizard.
Did I find anything?
You used a spell slot.
No, it's
You
an
can't
Elvish.
read it.
Oh, that's
remember?
right.
And that was
That's
full
right. I
damage.
forgot. So I'm gonna run up to him and crouch and like this kinda,
Crawl
and then
into a
cast Thunder Wave.
Okay.
Um,
What does that do? Thunder damage, I guess it's
And a
called.
knockback.
Yeah, and a knockback.
And we're all in this room with you also.
Yeah,
That's why he's getting as close to the thing as possible.
yeah. I'm sliding under. So
It's like trying to.
it's a Constitution save.
Okay, I can see.
I'll let you roll a dex check at advantage to see if you can try to mostly avoid friendly fire.
11.
Okay. I think that's going to hit the golem and one of your friends. And that'll be Dern.
It always
So make
is.
a Constitution save, Dern. His Constitution save is 17.
20.
What's your spell casting?
16.
Okay, so he beat that, so there's no knockback, but I think we both, Dern and him, take half damage or something.
Alright. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage. Oh, on a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage.
So 1d8
Yeah.
thunder damage. Okay.
8.
All
I'm
right.
sorry.
It's okay. I'd
You
rather
could
him
tell.
die.
You could tell he felt that one, and it's
Yay.
Dern's. It's back around to you.
Any unsecured objects that he had and within the area of effect are automatically pushed 10 feet from me.
You just watch
All the
books and
tchotchkes.
tchotchkes just go busting everywhere onto the floor and crashing and crunching.
And it emits a thunderous boom audible out to 300 feet.
Right, so we're all deaf now. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's loud.
So if Spindlefoot heard it...
All right, Dern.
So the podcast is going to be much more boring because we're all deaf.
So we're all going to be signing to each other in character.
I don't know why I roll. I'm going to hit him with a hammer.
Okay.
I literally can do nothing else.
Yeah, you're out of spell slots.
So 14, 18, 20.
Yeah, hit.
The Deus Ex Machina is this troll that Sam has tricked into helping us.
It's going to be 6, so half damage 3. No, sorry, I forgot to add my
Plus,
thing. 10,
so
so
it's
5.
Okay, smacked with that sickening, meaty thud. Aaron,
Speaking of sickening meaty thuds,
you guys have a lot of physical damage attacks now that you have no spell slots.
Yeah, I'm a
I
paladin.
never have spell slots. I wish I had a magic
Oh, also I'm
sword
visible
or
again.
something.
You
I don't
are?
know.
Yeah, if I cast a spell.
I could attempt to do the blunderbuss, but that's probably not my smartest idea.
Ooh. That would be fun. Okay.
That doesn't have disadvantage because it's a random roll, but
Right. It's also would be full damage because it's a magic.
maybe, yeah, who knows what that thing's going to do.
That would be fun. Anyway.
Yeah, fun when one of us, dies horribly. Probably
No, we
Sam.
won't die. We'll be fine. Anyway, I'm going to hit him with my axe.
Okay.
9?
Nope.
I'm not going to hit him.
Oh, wait. His AC is 9. I thought
Oh,
it was
yeah.
10. The other guy was 10, Meat Buddy. Okay, 9.
So yes, I do hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hooray. 12
So 6.
plus 6, 18?
So not
Plus
bad,
6. Oh, yeah, for raging.
Yeah.
we might be out of rage time
I might
soon,
be out of rage time,
because this has been a really
So 9 damage.
back and forth fight, but okay. Kira, that'll be your last rage round, I think. I haven't been mathing, if that's okay with you.
That's fine.
Short swords. 18 plus my
That's a hit.
and 9?
Hit.
Yep.
7, 6, 4, so 7, 6, 6.
It's 13, 19. 19 by half is going to be 18, so 9.
Yeah. Alright, another big slice. This guy is bleeding old, coagulated blood everywhere.
Oh.
Freaking die.
And he's going to do some slams. Just basically...
Come on and slam! And welcome to the jam!
He's basically just raging and knocking around as much as he possibly can into people. And he knocks into Dern. That's a 22.
I have a 19 armor class.
17.
Unconscious.
And
Remember-
Bruce Wizard, after you thundered his crotch, he's making an attack at you. That's a 16.
Nope. Miss.
Alright.
My spells did
My
something.
AC is 17.
Yeah, with your chaps and your faith. And your faith in your chaps.
Faith of chaps.
You are saved from that attack. And it's your turn, Grease Wizard.
Alright,
Biggest spell you can.
Well, biggest spell you safely can.
Yeah.
since Shatter is like an audible thing, no, it's not gonna. That'll affect Dern, right?
I'm going to die even harder.
Yeah.
You may as well at this point.
You just go to 0, by the way. You heal from 0. I looked that up after our disasters last time of almost dying.
Bitcoin.
You heal from 0.
I'm gonna grab my bag and I'm gonna toss the bells on the floor, and then I'm gonna shimmy my top half and ring the bell on my necklace.
Okay, so you're casting...
Toll of the Dead.
Okay.
Did you have to shimmy?
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this supposed to
The
be?
bells don't do anything that are on the ground, but you do cast Toll of the Dead. Now, what is that?
8 plus proficiency plus wisdom modifier.
That's to see if you...
Yeah, it's a
Or-
wisdom saving throw.
Oh, wisdom save.
Then what?
Wow, I wouldn't think his wisdom is that good. That's 16 minus 2, 14.
Against 8 plus my proficiency plus my wisdom, right?
Yeah.
10, 12. Nope.
Okay, so it's going to hit you, because it must damage something, so I think it does...
1d4.
Yeah, necrotic damage.
That's 3.
Okay. Dern, make a death save, please. That is a success. Aaron. You're out of spell slots too, aren't you, Kira, after the ensnaring strikes?
I've got one more.
Oh, you do?
Sorry, I'm just trying to think if there's anything that I can do that will be more clever and effective than hitting him with my axe.
Just burn it down, man. We've put so much damage
Okay.
into this thing. Just
I guess I'm going to use my Cape of Command.
Okay.
I don't know what commands I'm allowed to do. I do not have the
simple
do
ones
flee.
like flee.
Flee, halt, grovel, drop.
Flee sounds good.
Can you
He's almost.
command a golem? I didn't think they were sentient.
You can
That's-
command a creature according to the command spell. And almost everything qualifies as a creature.
And
Ooh.
yeah, his previous commander is dead, so
He has to make a wisdom
he has
save?
to and beat a 15.
No. So, go ahead. Come on.
Flee!
He turns around and starts to run out of the room.
It's only for one turn, right?
I don't know. And I don't know if that means he provokes opportunity attacks.
I will definitely be trying it anyway because it would be my turn.
Command. It doesn't have an effect if it's undead, but I'm counting this as you able to do it since I said you could.
Yes.
It spends its turn moving away from you by the fastest available
So one
means.
turn.
So it runs, 1 round. It runs away. I'm going to say you get opportunity attacks on it as it flees. We'll start with, Dern's out. I'm just going to go left to
In my
Grease Wizard. If you want to make an opportunity melee attack against it as it runs away, you are allowed.
1d4.
Like a punch.
Like with your wooden knife or your punch.
In my unconscious stupor, I hit it with the hammer.
Does it have to be? Oh, yeah, okay. Can I postpone my turn? Because I have a potion that gives me a spell slot back.
You cannot on an opportunity attack. It's just fleeing and you get a shot at it as it runs away.
All right.
It cannot be a spell unless you have a special ability that allows you to use the spell for an opportunity attack.
Okay. Yeah. Let's stab this thing with my wooden dagger.
Do it.
Okay.
Roll a d20. Make your first ever melee attack.
That's an 11?
That
No,
hits.
10. Well, no, wait, plus your dex. Because that's a finesse weapon, isn't it?
Yeah, it's plus
So
your
it's
dex.
14.
It's a hit.
2.
You get to add your dex.
That's
to
a
that.
3.
No, I have, it's 1d4 minus 1.
Oh, so it's a 2 plus. You get
Plus
to add your
3
dex though.
minus 1. 2 plus 3 minus 1, so 4.
So he takes
Sure.
2 because it's half.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Half. You stab him with a wooden knife. Urgh.
It's steel.
But you hit him. It looks like steel.
No, it feels like metal. It looks like a wooden dagger, but it feels like metal.
Aaron, you can have an opportunity attack as he flees if you'd like.
Things that don't
She's
matter.
close enough that I can use my axe again,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah. As he's getting out of your range, you get a swing.
That's 15.
Hit.
Show him.
Sink this battleship.
14.
So
Is that-
7.
yeah.
Okay. Kira, he's running away. You get your opportunity attack, and then it's your turn. You get 1 swing on the opportunity attack, though.
10,
That
That's
hits.
hits.
10.
10
5.
damage.
That half is 5.
He stumbles down to the ground and crashes with a giant thud and stops moving.
Oh,
And I stab him again. 6 and 7 and 4.
So how much damage is that to his corpse?
Just out
8.
of spite.
8 damage.
He's still resistant, even as a corpse.
that's good.
Okay, let's get out of here. This place gives me the creeps.
Can someone please, not let me
Poof.
die? Thank you.
Last spell slot.
That is the
Ruins.
sound that it makes.
5.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay.
There are a lot of books. Can we loot?
No, let's just go.
Perception.
No, let's loot, seriously.
Roll investigation check, everyone.
18.
1.
Nat 20.
Aaron, you don't find anything too interesting.
She finds everything.
Okay. You find a cache of gems that was hidden in the couch. Basically where Aaron stabbed it with her
Poison.
poison spear.
I saw a
When she
glint.
tried to pull it back out,
All the
there was
gems
some
were
gems in there that Kira saw during the fight. And those gems are valued at 2d6 times 100. So roll 2d6, please.
6 and 2. So 8.
800
Divided by 4.
gold pieces worth of gems.
Who says I'm sharing?
Oh, are you or not?
Yes.
So everybody can write down 200 gold pieces worth of gems. Sam, I'm going to say you found a spell book in this place. This seems like a place where there would definitely be one.
Mm-hmm.
Dern, there's some alchemical equipment in here if you want to check it out. That's
Sure.
what you noticed when you were
I'll
looking
check it out.
Maybe I don't find anything useful, but can I find like a vegetarian cookbook or something?
Sure.
Adding that to
Or
my
a cute
inventory.
tchotchke.
Do I roll again for the alchemical thing?
Yeah, roll a d6 if you would.
5.
You have 2 potions of healing. They do 2d4 plus 2 healing when you drink one as an act. You don't have to use an action.
2d4 plus 2?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
2 of those.
Cool.
What spellbook did I find?
This spellbook allows you to learn how to keep an extra cantrip in your mind.
Cool.
So you can pick from the wizard spell list or any other cantrips that are available for you to learn by other means, and you may have an extra cantrip.
From just the wizard spell list, or
Yeah, from any normal spell that you can learn, but you can have one extra
You are now a warlock.
in your prepared
Yeah.
area.
cool.
Long rest?
Long
Out in the
rest.
pergola? Out of this mess?
Oh, pergola. I heard parking lot. I was like, what?
And I take her dragon cane.
Okay.
Actually, wait, shouldn't I take that since short swords?
He dibsed it.
He has a
Yeah.
wooden knife.
That's true.
It's more of a staff.
Yeah, it is.
And he has a wooden knife.
And he's short. Okay.
I'm still bitter
Alright,
that we
I'm gonna
didn't get to do
Go
my
for the
heist.
long rest under the pergola.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, as you go out of the house, you see Spindlefoot lying on the ground, grasping one of the arms of the dead meat golem that he had yanked off.
Alright, good job, Spindlefoot.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh God, Spindlefoot!
I hate to say this, but with everything else that's been going on lately, we need to light everything, including Spindlefoot, on fire before we leave.
Oh,
Yeah,
cantrips.
please.
But
Light Spindlefoot on
I
fire.
can't light Spindlefoot on
Fine,
fire.
I'll start a campfire and
Rest
burn him
in
myself.
peace, Spindlefoot.
Can we at least have a burial session for
It's
him?
okay. He's
It's
with
cremation.
Skittles now.
We're cremating him.
He's with Skittles.
Alright, Paladin, say a couple nice words.
Well, he was a good troll. I'm assuming. I'm not really sure how to gauge trolls, but
Great troll.
he was a great troll. He helped us in our time of need, and that makes him a friend indeed. I just accidentally rhymed there. Okay, now let's set him on fire.
And Kalman shows up out of the dimensional portal and goes, "Did I miss something?
A little bit there, lad.
Oh, I guess I should say something for this cremation. Taste the rainbow, buddy!"
Skittles.
Amen.
Alright, long rest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, as you settle down for your long rest, it's not long until you hear the moaning of more undead.
Hey guys, why did we
monsters.
stay
And we
here
will
when
see
I
you
said we
in
needed
a couple
to go?
of weeks.
We got a short rest though, right?
You will all pay dearly for not listening to me.
Doesn't count as a short rest.
No rest.
Alright, also, can we say that I gave the book to Amy?
What book?
The Elvish.
Elven.
The book!
Oh,
The
yeah.
book that we killed everything for.
So as right after Kalman showed up and after the funeral, Aaron and the Grease Wizard vanished through another portal, and then you hear the moaning of more and groaning of more meat monsters.
But you have the book, at least, so...
So the next time Aaron and Grease Wizard portal in, we'll be dead. There'll be
Great.
a pile of Kalman Cogglecogs and the mutilated corpses of your two other heroes.
Hey, thanks for listening to Date Night. I'm Amy, and I play Kira. Keep listening and sharing, and find us on Facebook and Twitter.